My name is Marshall Cragle. I'm the Disaster Relief Chair for the Texas-Oklahoma Kiwanis District, and we've made a short video about the outpouring of support that the state of Texas got after Hurricane Harvey. It was truly heartwarming, very impressive. We've gotten support from all over the world. People doing wonderful things in their communities to raise money and put together materials that they could send down south. It's an amazing story of Kiwanians working together from all over the world. And we're so thankful to all of our friends around the world. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for us.
Get some kind of a break through here with these absolutely unrelenting winds.
Millions are bracing for heavy, prolonged rain and devastating flooding. Hurricane, tropical storm, and storm surge warnings have been issued for parts of Texas.
Hurricane Harvey barreling into the Texas coastline as a Category 4 storm with 130-mile-an-hour winds. It's the first Category 4 storm to hit the U.S. in over a decade, threatening record rain totals of up to 30.
Hi, my name's Brad McKenzie, and I'm part of the Kiwanis Club of Pasadena, Texas, where I also serve as the Division 28 Lieutenant Governor. Back at the end of August, major Hurricane Harvey hit our area, the greater Houston area, and we got over 50 inches of rain. And at one point, 80% of our community was underwater. We think about 5,000 families were impacted by the hurricane with water in their home of some kind. And my family and I came to Dallas to get away from the storm. And that was the best decision we made, because it was by coming here that I was able to make connections with the Texas-Oklahoma disaster relief folks, and Marshall was a part of that from the get-go and was able to bring back with me stuff that we could start our project to do hurricane relief. Now, we weren't really sure what all we were going to do. We weren't really sure what all it was going to look like. But I knew that my Kiwanis Club and I knew that my church was going to be a part of making a difference in our community, to reach out and help people however we could with food and supplies and cleaning supplies. But it turned into something much greater, something that I never envisioned that could happen. And we saw things take place, not just from the tragedy, but we saw things take place from the outpouring of Kiwanians from all over the country. Something that I never, a truckload of goods from the West Coast, from California, and then we received an entire 18-wheeler from the East Coast, from the New York district, and then at Christmas time we received a truck of toys. And right now we have helped almost 4,000 families just with the kinds of things that have come in through the donations given to Kiwanis International and through Texas-Oklahoma Kiwanis.
In the Capital District, we believe in the Kiwanis family, a family that's not constrained by district lines. That's why we, as a district, decided to help California, Texas, Florida, and Puerto Rico. Our clubs and key clubs sent aid in the form of money and toys to make Christmas a little bit better. We in the Capital District are proud of the work the Kiwanians do throughout the world.
In response to the Hurricane Harvey, we did we do our food basket telemarketing room to raise funds, and we put that off and used the office for a central hub type deal for the hurricane relief supplies to come in and go out. club type deal. We got to help so many people and getting supplies to them and just all around good support from the community and the clubs and individuals to come together as a group, as a club, and just make life easier and better for the victims.
We rented a 53-foot tractor trailer and we packed it all in one day. There was a group of us, about 25 Kiwanians, came down to Long Island and the trailer was sitting there and we loaded it up. That trailer left. It took 4 days to get down there. And we met the trailer when it got there. We got there on a Sunday, didn't leave till Wednesday. We decided we needed to stay and help Texas. This is what Kiwanis is about. We are a family. We help those who are in need. We give back. It doesn't make a difference what district you're in. If you're in the Texas-Oklahoma district, or if you're in the California district, or New England district, it doesn't make a difference. We're there to help those who are in need.
Hello, my name is Patrick Sheeby. I am the governor of Texas-Oklahoma Kiwanis, and I will tell you that in September of this last year, as I prepared to start my year as governor, I had no idea what was about to happen in regards to the Hurricane Harvey. Hurricane Harvey hit the Houston area and was more devastating than anybody ever expected. But what was most amazing is the fact that over $3 million came in from Kiwanis throughout the United States to help us in restoring the lives of so many people that were affected by this hurricane. I can't imagine how Kiwanis in New Jersey, New York, and Florida, and so many areas selfishly gave themselves to help us who was needing the help so desperately. And through their efforts, we were able to show Southwest Texas and really the Texas-Oklahoma district that Kiwanis really means what they say. We serve our communities. We give back and we help and we do whatever's necessary to help people that are in need. Kiwanis really is all about giving back to others, and that's what's so important.
One of the things that took place was that we got shoes from different organizations. Foot Locker sent us 3,500 pair of shoes, which if you think about it from that regard, that's a lot of shoes, but that was really the surface of it all.
Hi there, I'm Neil Newman, the president of 210 Footwear Foundation. We're the 80-year-old charitable foundation of the U.S. footwear industry. And recently we were challenged to respond to the crisis in Houston following Hurricane Harvey. We want to thank our partners at Kiwanis and Kiwanis. We want to thank our brilliant partnership for us. We want to do this again under different and better circumstances in the future. And we appreciate all the support we get from you, and we hope that we'll be here when you need to make a call for emergency help in the future.
I'm Justina Walcott. I am the Director of Social Services here at 210 Footwear Foundation, and I want to talk a little bit about our relationship with the Kiwanis Club. They have a wonderful network, and we're able to get in contact with a lot of communities and groups and organizations that could really benefit from what the industry was able to provide, which are shoes. Something so basic, but everyone is in need of shoes, and it was very easy to work with an organization who was able to connect with us and connect with their community and make a big impact in a really big way. So we are lucky for our relationship with Kiwanis and look forward to do more with them in the upcoming years.
So we decided to name the gymnasium at my church where we were storing all of our goods, the Thrive Center, because we wanted to be a part of helping our community thrive again. And thriving is part of the Kiwanis narrative. It's part of the Kiwanis mission to help our communities be places where children can thrive. The 210 Footwear Foundation ended up sending us over 12,000 pairs of shoes initially, and then in January we got another 3,000 pairs of shoes. We have been able to put shoes on feet all over our community. We've been able to see this happen in entire families. We've given out shoes in entire elementary schools that were greatly impacted by this hurricane. And so none of this would have been possible. None of this would have been even a dream of ours without the Kiwanis family and all of us coming together and all of the networks that allow us to be a partnership with other organizations around the country. They made a difference. But when we started adding up all of the retail value of the items that came in, again, from California and New York and Washington, D.C. area, and the 210 Footwear donation and the Foot Locker donation, we did some simple math, and we believe that we got just in new goods of food and diapers and clothing and shoes and all of the things that would have been paper good wise that came in, about $3.5 million retail value. If you think about that, that is something that is just beyond the scope of what we ever could have thought we could have done. Yeah, we wanted to make an impact, but what we are seeing is that we're continuing to make an impact. The reality is the storm is gone, but people's lives aren't put back together. People are still struggling. And it may sound interesting, but $30 worth of toilet paper and paper towels and diapers for a family can make a huge difference in their lives when they're still trying to put walls and floors back in. So I just want you to consider the huge reality of the kinds of goods and the value that came in. But I also want you to realize that when we come together to work together, we can make amazing differences in our communities. And the other thing is, no one should ever be without what they need.